staff have already made their way onto the field. We can peek down the tunnel. Alan Birchenall, Mr. Leicester City. Doesn't feel too long ago he was carrying out the Premier League trophy from the tunnel. This will mean just as much. Alongside it, Kuntop, the Leicester City chairman. Matt mentioned the King Power family, who were the first out of the tunnel into the family section. A large frame picture of Cumvishite held above their heads. The fans sang that song, and now they sing the song Champions Again. Kuntop walks through members of the coaching staff, the backroom team, the team behind the team. And when he emerges from that guard of honour, he applauds all four stands. A few Blackburn supporters have remained to see this trophy lift. And here comes the club ambassador, Mr. Leicester City, a true legend of this football club, the Birch. Alan Birchenall carrying the Football League trophy. That trademark smile,
yeah,
Matt.
That's what I'm just about to comment on, John. As big as ever, isn't it? What a character, what a man, Mr. Birch. So lucky enough to see him before most games. Actually saw him this morning. There he is, proud as punch, carrying the trophy.
For a moment he was being professional, he was carrying it down by his side, and he got to a point where he just swung it into the air. Have a bit of this.
He's loving it, isn't he? Loving it, rightly so.
Out come the Football League representatives and those of the sponsors, Sky Bet. To the left, as we look down from the tunnel, is the large number of family and friends. You can tell who the children belong to because they've got the squad numbers of their fathers on their back. They're getting the prime view just in front of the kind of roped area with the adults stood behind. The trophy is placed onto a plinth. As we look at the centre circle, there is a stage, there is the champions banner just behind, and behind that banner is countless numbers of pyrotechnics that will be swung into the sky when that trophy is lifted. Willie Caballero alongside the manager Enzo Maresca are next out. What a job Enzo Maresca has done. He picked up a side relegated from the Premier League. He's took them straight back to that league. 97 points, the best defensive record in the league, the second best attack in the league, 31 victories. It's been some season and a debut season in English management for the Italian Enzo Maresca. He's the first person to place himself on that stage. And now what we're going to see is the players coming out in twos, in number order, meaning that the first two will be Danny Ward and James Justin, followed by Wout Faes and Connor Cody. You'll hear the PA announcer announce them as they come out. Out in front for the majority of this season, Leicester City. And just when the pressure was on, just when the white heat of the spotlight was on them, they reeled off 3 straight victories. Here against West Brom and against Southampton, and then at Preston to seal the title. The top 3 teams all on 90 points plus. Is some achievement not been done since 1997. Mark Albrighton applauds the Leicester fans once again. It might be the last time we see him in a Leicester shirt. He's going to milk this, and rightly he should. Matt Elliott, the best free transfer ever in Leicester City history, and he will go down as a Leicester legend.
Yeah, a huge hug from Chairman Kuntop. A special relationship over the years, those two. Gone through so much. But rightfully receiving the acclaim of the supporters, and boy does he deserve it, Mark Albrighton. You know, he's been a wonderful player for Leicester City and a great character alongside that.
Keenan Dewsbury Hall, he's got his full kit on, but he's got that boot around his right ankle. He's on crutches. He's going through that guard of honour. And as Matt mentioned there, Kuntop is at the top of that guard of honour, and every player that walks past, probably not for the first time over the last week, gets the biggest of hugs to mark Leicester City's return to the Premier League. Leicester is the place, and Leicester straight back up. Yunus has a Turkish flag wrapped around his shoulders, one of the lone stars of this season. We've already seen Abdul Fatawu make his way onto the stage. He's got a Ghanaian flag wrapped around his waist. Keenan Dewsbury Hall very tentatively making his way onto the stage, just working out the best route with the crutches now dropped to one side. The last couple of players making their way on, Will Alves and Ben Nelson, another two academy products, and it's been a big season for the academy. Wanya Marsal out there as well. They've had their part to play, the Leicester Academy, and quite rightly anyone involved in the academy should be patting themselves on the back. One more roar, and that's for Leicester City's number 9, the captain Jamie Vardy has brought them back up to the Premier League. His 20 goals, a key part of it. A master in front of goal, the king of King Power Stadium. So often throughout his career, Leicester City have looked to him. He ends his 12th season as a Fox by lifting a trophy. Those 20 goals have taken him into 3rd place in the goal scoring charts. A true living legend of Leicester City. He walks to the plinth where the trophy is placed. He receives the medal that is put around his neck. The trophy will be passed to him. He takes a longing look before he walks towards his teammates on the stage, on the halfway line at King Power Stadium. He's going to milk this celebration, and rightly he should. He's beckoned Ricardo to join him, and the trophy lifted into the air to signal that Leicester are straight back up to the Premier League as champions. Pyrotechnics explode into the air. King Power Stadium explodes with noise, and Jamie Vardy is the man who lifts the trophy, who lifts Leicester back to the top flight. 97 points on the board. They've led the table pretty much throughout the season. A magnificent squad led by a magnificent manager to round off a glorious season. Champions again is the chance. Ticker tape drops from the sky. Another moment to remember at King Power Stadium. Smoke bombs released in the stands, blue coming from there, the fire exploding into the skies, and each of the players taking it in turns to grab the trophy they have worked 9 months for. Blood, sweat and tears, and the whole world, it will feel like, is smiling with Leicester City. The ticker tape slowly filtering down to the sky, the champagne corks now being popped, and the players move towards the Kop end. Jamie Vardy gets to the 18-yard line, throws himself to the sky. He raises 2 arms to the sky, and he takes the adulation from the Kop, and he celebrates a championship title. There's a gold board that signals Champions 2024 that the players will soon be behind for a famous team photo. But before that, Matt, they'll go and celebrate. They will jump and they will dance and they will sing, and they will celebrate with the supporters who they have formed such a strong connection with throughout this season.
Yeah, spectacular scenes, aren't they? There's a whole snow cloud of the ticker tape, as you said, with flames blasting in the background. Now the music's really pumping up as well, and this is one that gets everyone going, even at the worst of times. But on occasions like this, everyone pumped full of energy and adrenaline. ready for the carnage that lays ahead.